That is Queen Bee.
Hey everybody, it's Busy Little Bee. Welcome back to my channel. We have a new upload from Rosie, and I have some comments that I want to read because, the comments are always interesting on Rosie's page. She's up on her soapbox. She's calling Gorlworld a mental illness. And yeah, she's being her usual dramatic self. So let's go ahead and see what Rosie had to say.
Hi, welcome to whatever the fuck this is again, because I was in the middle of editing my next Texas vlog, but I've decided these Instagram stories I just made are going on my YouTube channel, because I'm done. Gorlworld's a mental fucking illness, and, I'm done. I'm so past the point of done.
I'm sorry, is she mental illness shaming us? What the fuck? I'm just kidding. I don't think Gorlworld is a mental illness. I think Rosie is a drama queen.
I feel like I have so much I want and need to say, and I am tired of feeling like I'm not allowed to speak on my experiences because my safety will be put at jeopardy over and over again.
I'm sorry, when has she not spoken on her experiences? In fact, in some cases, she's told 2 or 3 different stories about the same event. Rosie has given whoever this is that's messing with her a lot of attention publicly. So her saying this is crazy because she lets everyone know anytime anything happens. She gets an email, she gets a DM, she gets a so-called delivery. It's always brought to the internet and given attention. And yeah, if she doesn't like that, that's how it is. I'm sorry. It is what it is.
So, I received a message today on Instagram. We're going to start there, and then I'm going to just play the Instagram stories. I am sick and fucking tired of being blamed as the reason that I deal with this vitriolic abuse.
So some maniac DM'd her and it's everyone's fault, and she's gonna call it abuse? Girl.
Because I dare to exist as myself on the internet, because I dare to be authentic, because I've dared to be messy, because I've dared to be imperfect, and because I've dared to exist on here as the unhealed version of myself in the past and as the evolving version of myself moving forward.
Yeah, what you put on the internet is up for criticism. It's up for reviewing. We are allowed to review your content just like you're allowed to review my content. Anyone is. That's how this works. And if you put your life on the internet, people are going to have feedback about what you put on the internet. That's just what it is. I don't know how you don't understand this at your big age with all your internet experiences you've had. I feel like all this is leading up to her going into a psych ward again. I really do, because of what may come out in the documentary, stories she told that maybe conflict with other things she said or evidence that's out there. So I think this is just kind of a buildup, honestly, but let's keep going.
The projection is baffling.
It's funny she says that because when she was in Girl World, she was being messy and she claims that she wasn't in a good spot in her life. So I feel like she's just projecting that onto everyone else in Girl World. Most of us are not in the same headspace you were in. We don't come to Girl World to be vitriolic or mean. We come to laugh.
The first part is just a bunch of vitriolic bullshit blaming me for my disability shit, all that, it's just disgusting, to be frank. But the last sentence was claiming that this is the person that was in contact with my boyfriend's mother using his legal name and her name. The second message was a follow-up, which is how I saw it because it bumped it up in my message requests, talking about the YouTuber Jordy, who I guess bought my glasses chains to mock me, or I'm sorry, I apologize, didn't buy. It looks like they were gifted based on the message. I don't fucking know. I don't watch it. And about how easy it is to hate me, I suppose.
Well, aren't we all glad she gave that person some attention publicly? I'm sure they love it. Rosie, this is not the way to go about it. This is not a way to get them to stop. They're just gonna keep coming harder if you keep doing this. When you react like that, you fuel them. But react however you want. Like, really, this is entertaining. Let's go ahead and see what her Instagram story said.
Hey, internet. I just wanted to talk for a second because I'm really sitting here just like processing so much in terms of not only my own trauma and in my own experiences that I've shared in the documentary, but there's just a lot happening behind the scenes, a lot happening in my life. I'm still just kind of like dealing with my own personal stuff that I've talked a little bit about, like the last time I went live and stuff. It is genuinely alarming, the hate that people hold in their heart, and that there are hundreds of creators who talk about me on a daily basis.
Holy shit, there goes that grandiose narcissism. Ma'am, there are not hundreds of people reacting to you. Tens, sure, not hundreds. You are tripping.
That profit off of the hate of their audience just like that.
I had to jump in again because most of us don't condone this kind of shit. Most of us say, hey, don't touch the poo. Let's observe and report. Let's just watch, see what happens. Most of us would never cross that line, Rosie. Most of our viewers would never cross that line. You are taking one person's actions and attributing them to all of Gorlworld. Calm the fuck down.
I have no like personal beef with Jordy, right? He's somebody who started talking about me recently, and that's all fine and dandy. But that's the audience he cultivates. That's the audience they all cultivate.
I haven't watched Jordy in a while, but this is unfair to attribute the actions of one individual to every reactor in Gorlworld. That is crazy. We do not cultivate hate. We laugh. We think this shit is funny, and we call you out on your lies. Someone's got to do it.
And you can sit there and pretend that because you're not the one doing the poo touching, that you're not a part of the problem, but you are.
Wrong, 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 wrong.
You enable it, and the reactors enable it because they profit from it.
So the woman who constantly is eating while she's cooking and then eating after she cooks, eating all the time and talking about food on her channel while being almost 600 pounds, that's totally fine for her to profit off of that, right?
I'm a disabled fat woman.
I'm a disabled thin woman. And?
I am disabled. I don't give a fuck if you believe me or not. My pain is real. My trauma is real. And there is no amount of that shit that changes that reality.
I wonder if Rosie realizes we all have trauma. We've all been through things. A lot of people have been through much worse than her, and they don't talk about it all the time. She has never processed her trauma in a way that's effective so that she can move on from it. Like the ankle says, she just likes to wallow in it. She just wants a 24/7 fucking pity party. I don't like that.
Is like not allowed to talk about how these things affect me without it being blamed on me, that I'm the problem for bringing attention to it, when this shit affects my real life. And I have been deemed a like parasocial weirdo, whatever the fuck, for shit that I've done in my past, while the people that the reactors profit off of behave like that. I'm not the fucking problem. And I'm done being treated like I am.
I think in Rosie's eyes, she's never the problem. But trying to blame the actions of one crazy person in your DMs on all reactors is really, really crazy work.
Constantly bringing up people's past mistakes, manipulating and twisting their words to fit your narrative, does not show an entire scope of a person, especially when you cherry pick clips. You purposefully misinterpret and manipulate the words that are being directly said to you on the screen and taking them out of context to then only flip them on their head and make it out as if I'm a liar because you financially benefit from casting me as an ALR archetype to be her replacement because she's been squeezed dry by these fucking lunatics. Latch onto people that they think they can be the judge, jury, and executioner of morality to while being horrifically abusive and vitriolic.
Whatever that word salad was, I have no idea. We don't have to twist anything. We don't have to cherry pick anything. You lie, Rosie. You've lied a lot on the internet. Even recently. Your past is not in your past. You are still participating in the same behaviors that are messy as fuck. By the way, I would stop comparing yourself to Amberlynn Reed because you're actually a lot worse than her.
So ultimately, I can't win. Because either I ignore it into oblivion and people are showing up at my house because, you know what, fuck it. People are showing up at my house because people are posting my address online and trying to get people to break in by saying my property is abandoned and people can come get the copper pipes out of my house. And I'm having to call the police again, but I can't talk about it because then I'm the problem. Oh, I can't talk about the fact that my family is put in jeopardy again because of y'all.
Hi, reality check here. Just so we get the facts straight. If that happened, if someone really posted an ad or whatever online with her address and saying it's abandoned, that is fucked up. Nobody should be doing that. But also, Rosie has made up a lot of shit to make herself look like a victim where she's not. So I don't know that I can trust this. But talk about it all you want, Rosie. I don't give a fuck.
It is a mental fucking illness of cult-like capacity. I am embarrassed that I ever thought that shit was entertainment. And you should be too. And you should be too.
And you should be too. All right, let's move on to her community tab post in the comments. It says online YouTube isn't down or having problems, but I'm having issues accessing my comments and videos. I keep getting lag and this error when trying to comment anything. Hoping this post goes up. I did post a short with an update about the vlog. By the way, I guess the narrative is I flipped off my members on my Instagram story. That was to Gorlworld. I was talking to them in my stories yesterday, not my members. Gorlworld haters that are members, that's your choice to spend money on me when you hate me. No one in my members was complaining prior to that story on Instagram. It was unpaid Gorlworld trolls harassing me, saying I was scamming because I did what I always do when I cancel a live, and that's replace it with other content. Moving forward, I am guaranteeing 2 lives a month. There may be more depending on my schedule and how my health issues are doing, but every time I have to accommodate for myself, I'm attacked. So, let's adjust the expectations. I'm done being mistreated. My give a fuck is gone. Thank you to my supporters. The real ones know I'm talking to y'all when I'm saying these things. By the way, the night she canceled her members live on Friday night, she went on a 3-hour-long panel on TikTok to talk about paradise. So she really doesn't give a fuck about her members, in my opinion. This is one of Rosie's paying members who says this. She says, I feel like this was a mistake, Rosie. You're giving in and doing exactly what they want. I can't possibly imagine what it's like to deal with what you do. I really hope you take some time and maybe step away and come back when you are ready to get back on your healing journey. I know you feel the need to defend yourself, and you have every right, but it's only giving fuel to the flame. You have your followers who will never turn on you, and I hope you hold on to that and come out on the other side. Please take care of you for you. Rosie responds and says, your opinion is valid, but I'm done being abused for entertainment and being silent. You are not being abused. You are not a victim. And then this person responds to Rosie and says, Rosie, you haven't been silent a day in your life, even though doing so would benefit you greatly. Turtle Dove says, I'm sorry if you have to step away for a while, because we all need to make our money. I hope things get easier for you. And Rosie says, I'm not planning to step away. Someone responds and says, Rosie, girl, then stop complaining. You choose to upload your life. No one forced you to. The internet is mean and cruel. We all know this, and that's why most of us don't post videos. Either ignore it, move on, and keep posting, or leave. This person says, what happened to that let them theory you were living by? Why not just do that? Let them. And get off the internet if it's endangering your family. If you leave, they have nothing to say, or, just ignore it. Someone responded and said, let them doesn't give her enough attention, and I wholeheartedly agree. Didn't you recently say this isn't an airport, don't announce your departure? You don't hit as authentic and genuine. It's always giving over-the-top teen drama histrionics, with a side of dry begging and over-the-top eating for perverts. Make your coin however you want, sis, but stop positioning yourself as a moral authority. Another commenter said, name one damn thing on this planet that's fair. Why would the internet be any different? Psh, get off the internet or deal. Someone else said, you posted this knowing exactly what you were doing. You know this is exactly what reaction channels want. You can act like you don't want the attention, but you're not that dense. This entire post was content on a platter for reaction channels. Now you can say, see, they won't leave me alone in a couple days after they make reactions to this. Girl, give us a break. This is pathetic. You are monetizing this and no one is allowed to comment, criticize, or offer advice unless it's kissing your ass and assuring you nothing is your fault. Maybe do this in therapy and not dumping on a monetized YouTube channel. Amen. Nittany Lion, I agree. This next person says, you are disabling yourself. You ate yourself into this situation. You eat large amounts of junk, inflammatory food, hardly move your body, sit when cooking, and now want to yell, I'm disabled? Yeah, you did that to yourself. If ever you think or talk about self-love, just remember you mistreated yourself into this position. Grow up and take responsibility. I DM'd you help weeks ago. You ignored it but read, respond, and post about stupid hate DMs, so that's on you. Rosie will 100% give trolls all the attention and ignore her supporters. She's known for it. Now we'll go into some more of Rosie's Instagram stories from over the weekend.
I just wanted to make a general public service announcement. My fucks are gone. They went bye-bye. They're not here anymore. I'm here for the victims that are being talked about in this documentary. As I've stated many times, I'm not a victim of Stefan. I have my own story. And trolls are gonna troll. And I'm just gonna do me, man. That's really where I'm at this point. Cause fuck it. You know? Ooh, my lips are crusty. Oh goodness. Oh my. Oh goodness. I'm gonna get a sugar scrub. Bye. I went live on TikTok with some of the Paradise people in the documentary that I've known for years now. And once Gorlworld caught wind, they were in the chat calling me a scammer because I canceled my members only live today, when in its place I have a pretty dope members only video coming out tomorrow. You should check it out if you're interested. Link right here. It'll be up in the morning. I'm going to schedule it for 10 a.m. And then there's going to be the last Texas vlog at 6 p.m. Everything's edited and ready to go. So to people calling me a scammer because you have to wait 24 more hours for content.
That was the one where she was talking about I wasn't giving the finger to my members. That was to Gorlworld. No, you were literally talking to your members about membership only content, you dumb fuck. You always tell on yourself.
Tell me why I went to go check the comments on my latest Texas vlog that I scheduled for 6 p.m. today. And I go and I'm like, where is it? And then I realized that I fucking must have not hit save when I switched it to be scheduled to post at 6 p.m. And I've been like disconnected from my phone a lot of today because I needed it. I'm fixing it. It'll go live tomorrow at 6. I'm an idiot, but members got their new post at 10 or 9, actually 9:30 this morning, so I did do that. But motherfucker.
So that's the Rosie catch-up. It's just a whole lot of dramatics and histrionics. But That's all I got for you today, and I will see you soon with the new video. Thanks for watching.